Hello, I'm Glenn W. Worthington and welcome to my office here at the Worthington Diamond Mine. I want to talk about petrified wood, what it is, what it isn't, and take a look at some great examples of petrified wood found right here in Arkansas. These are all specimens that I've collected, and I want to take a look at them with you here now. I've got them on my desk, and we'll just kind of go over them a little bit. Now, the only one here that is not an Arkansas specimen is this piece from Arizona. But I wanted to show that to you so that you can compare what this specimen from Arkansas looks like. This still has some of the lamperite on it. This was encased in volcanic ore. So first let me explain to you what petrified wood is. This used to be a piece of actual wood, but it was underground and hot waters seeped in and minerally replaced all the fibers, the wood fibers. It made a stone replica of it by the hot waters brought silica into it and just formed a rock. Petrified wood comes from the ancient Greek petra for rock or stone, and this is actually wood that has been turned to stone. And pretty fascinating stuff because you can see what the wood looked like from way back a long time ago. The wood would have rotted, but because it was mineral replaced, we can see what it looked like because it has turned to stone. I'm going to get rid of the Arizona piece and we'll just focus on Arkansas pieces. We've already had a good look at that one. This is a black specimen I picked up at Blacklick. It's another one of the 7 known diamondiferous intrusion within 3 miles outside of the Crater Diamond State Park. I worked in diamond exploration and recovery outside the park for 3 years for Star Resources, and in walking around and picking things up, found this. Now this is heavy. That way I know it's not wood. Now, in an upcoming video, if you'll check back, I am planning to talk about carbonized wood or coalified trees. And it's going to look just like this, black and all, but this is dense, it's heavy, it is mineral replaced. The carbonized wood is not, it's still wood that was encased in volcanic ore. Now this was encased in volcanic ore, but as I said, silica washed in and minerally replaced it and made a stone replica. And that's true for this. This is a stone replica of the wood that used to be there. You can see the wood fibers. It's pretty cool. Now this I want to show you is actual wood. My neighbor Mac took a piece of wood and cut it, and he actually even put a drawer in there. But what's significant about this is people say there's no diamond miner in Arkansas that has 2 nickels to rub together, but look, right here in that drawer, there's 2 nickels, and I can actually rub them together. So that has been proven false. So we'll get rid of the wood that's not petrified here. And look at this one. This is kind of a reddish color. It's still wood, and it's got white, red and white, so iron leached in with those minerals, and heavy dense piece. So you know, look at the contrast in color. It's all petrified wood collected at the same site, Blacklick, one of the intrusions, but they look a lot different. Now this one has a different color too. It's more of a gray tone, and this has the lamperite still stuck to the outside of it. The lamperite is the volcanic ore that brought the diamonds to the surface eons ago. And say there was a piece of wood caught up in the magma and it couldn't burn because there was no oxygen. It was smothered by the rock and encapsulated in the rock as it cooled. And then so you had a piece of wood sitting there, and then there were cracks, and then hot waters came in and brought silica and minerally replaced that fiber by fiber, and it looks just like the original. Here's a piece with black and white. It's got some quartz stuff going on in here, and it's just pretty cool piece. Again, the contrast of colors. And this one has some of the white and some of the black. So it's a combination. Now that looks like that would be a really light piece, but it's dense. So you can tell it is mineral replaced because it's so heavy. And it sounds like a rock on the table. And this one's got some brown in it. And got a lot going on. It's pretty cool. Whoops, it's coming apart a little bit. But nice. But there's some iron in that as well. This is really a good specimen. Look, you can see the wood right there along the side. And then white on the end. But yeah, I just picked these up on top of the ground. They had once been encased in lamperite. And we did a lot of bulldozing around there and revealed specimens like this of rock. And it was a nice side benefit to my job of diamond exploration to pick up. Well, these two look a lot alike. See how they're white on the top and then black along there? I'm making a mess on my desk, but anyway, it was a mess before I cleaned it off to show these to you. Now this has white on the end as well, so there's kind of some similarities here. This is white like quartz crystal on the ends. So anyway, some of them are black, some of them are gray, some of them are reddish and white, but this is all petrified wood. And out at Kadoha Indian Village, they have a huge petrified log. I've got a picture of me sitting on it. That's here in Murfreesboro as well. So if you're in Murfreesboro, the Crater of Diamond State Park, try to make time to take the family out to Kadoha Indian Village as well. It's really neat to look around there and look for the petrified log. Anyway, just some pretty cool stuff. But my most favorite, I don't have right here to show you. I picked this up at the crater. In fact, a friend of mine was digging and washing, Bill Moore, and I know it was December 10th, excuse me, December 6th, and I think it was about 2007, 2008. He was washing and throwing rocks out, and here was just rocks. He was tossing the big stuff out. He said, I know that's not a diamond, and tossed it out. There was one, it was about this big, and this is what it looks like. And I love it because of the colors. It really shows the wood grain and everything. And since I don't have it here with me, I'll zoom in and you can see a picture of it. But it's absolutely gorgeous. It really looks like wood. You'd think it was a piece of wood sitting there, but then you pick it up and it's rock. So anyhow, that's a little talk about petrified wood. So keep your eye open when you go to the Crater of Diamond State Park. You can find petrified wood as well. My friend was throwing it out of his screen. I said, do you want this? He said, no, it's not a diamond. And I said, well, I'll take it then. He said, well, what is it? And I said, petrified wood. And then he said, oh, he wished he had kept it. But anyway, thank you for taking a look at my collection of petrified wood. And when you visit Southwest Arkansas's Crater of Diamond State Park, keep your eye open and you may be able to find a piece of petrified wood that people have overlooked, because people go there looking for small shiny objects and sometimes they'll just plain overlook the petrified wood. But it's fun to collect as well. Thanks for joining me, and check back and listen to my video about coalified wood, carbonized wood.